Libra, what's going on? And welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it, Libra. We are in the middle of Gemini season. Things are good. Things are moving. Things are flowing. Definitely that air element has been heightened in the collective. The air element gives us an opportunity to really just think through, process through things, not be so reactionary as we can find with that water, fire element that we've been seeing. Kind of wild. It's been really, really wild lately. There's just been a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. And so we're finally starting to find some balance around that, right? Like I said, it's bringing in momentum in places that we've been needing or hoping or wanting to see it. It might just be small hints right now because we still are up against some tension that is definitely putting the obstacles in place or pumping the brakes for us, if you will. And it's helping us to look at things from a different perspective. Jupiter is tensely aspected to Saturn, and Jupiter is also in Gemini. So it's basically this value of being able to see how we can manifest abundance, how we can draw those desires into our life, what we want, how we want situations to work out based on how we're showing up and how we're doing things. And the old isn't necessarily working right now. Not good, bad, right, or wrong. It's just changing and shifting, and we have to be keeping up with the pace. So that's why I like to start off with these energy cleansings, just kind of set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any blocks, obstacles we might be coming into. It's a really great time to set your own intention as well, Libra, especially if you've come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like to have spirit deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It is a really great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, etc., or if you are just looking for a more of a realignment of self, mind, body, soul. I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're feeling good, strong, balanced in who we are and what we want, that's when we're manifesting our abundance, right? That's actually when we're able to kind of recognize where the disconnects are and how we have to change or look at things from a different perspective in order to get better results, right? So I would love to help support in whatever that is for you. If you're interested in any of my services, definitely hit me up. All the info is in the description box below. All right, Libra, let's get into it. This is a slow go. My candle went out up front, so. And so it is, right? All right. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Mama Love, Mama. All right, Libra. So I'm hearing that you're finding peace with something or in the process of, right? Like maybe you haven't found that complete acceptance, but you're en route. You're on the pathway there. I feel like this has been a long road. I feel like this has been a heavy road. It feels like this is something that's taken a long time to sort itself out. Something that maybe was kind of hidden from you for a long time, maybe even hidden in plain sight. Maybe all the signs were pointing to it, but it took a long time to just understand and recognize the reality of a person's situation. It looks like you're growing though. I like it. I like this for you. It might not feel like a lot because at the same time, I was also picking up this energy of like a little bit of insecurity, maybe not feeling settled in self, questioning self, maybe replaying some of the tapes in your head of past experiences you've had with people who've put you down or made you feel like you were less than, that you couldn't do something, accomplish something, be something. But it does, like, those are things that I'm seeing you step away from. Those are things that you're actively letting go of. Yeah, I love that. 100% confirmation with this noise card, canceling out the noise, because you do have something you're wishing for. You do have something you're wanting to see come in. And like I said, I love this for you because this growth energy is confirming that like you're moving towards that thing. Even if it feels like you're still in the baby stages, even if you're still in the seedling stages, you know, a lot can happen in a month, 2 months, even like a few weeks, right? Like we underestimate, we want things immediately, the instant gratification that is now. And not that that's a bad thing. It's nice to get things instantaneously, right? But we also have to kind of recognize when we are in these spaces of being a little bit more gentler on ourselves, not so pressured for things to be or look a certain way. You're hesitating. So I think in some ways the past is keeping you stuck, or those insecurities are keeping you stuck. Those things that like, you know, that aren't really true. I feel like it's the lies that we tell ourselves. And again, this might not feel like a lie, or it might be something that someone told you for so long it was so easy to believe. And you're unlearning that. What I like is, like I said, you're moving towards your desire. And even though right now it's a struggle to take a leap, I feel like the more that you kind of unlearn some of these thoughts, these patterns, etc., the easier it's going to be. Someone's going to communicate with you. I feel like this is clearing the air. We have King of Swords. This is a really rational communication. This is something you can understand. Like it's just more about what it is, right? What something is that is actually going to help you is what I'm hearing. Because I feel like you're eliminating, you're blocking out, putting your earmuffs on, however that fares for you. But you know, you're really intentionally trying to listen to your heart, listen to your soul, go after what you want. Of course, the King of Wands shows up. And again, I like the King of Wands for you because to me, it really talks about how whatever you're dealing with, it's forcing you to be a little bit more powerful. It's and forcing you to claim it, right? Maybe that's a better way to say it. Like that even, you know, we all have our insecurities inside. We all question ourselves, whatever. So even if that might be how you're feeling on the inside, you're still choosing to push forward, stay in this Six of Pentacles energy. You're still choosing to show up as your best self. Or if you don't in that moment in time, then you're actually able to kind of process and analyze where you want to make those adjustments and make it accordingly. So it's important for you. Okay, you've got a lot of healing energy around you. I feel like you're recognizing that this is a step-by-step process. It's not something that happens overnight. It's not something that you can just understand, or that's going to magically be gone the next day, is kind of how that vibe is. And you know, I'm reminded of just like the beauty that comes through with healing. Like the star is just one of my favorite energies in the tarot because it does speak to healing in a way that we're headed towards our wish fulfillment. We're headed towards those desires of our heart, right? But we're choosing to release, let go, surrender, cancel out the noise so that we're not so sucked into someone else's games. The King of Wands is an energy of someone playing with you. They're stressed out, but again, this is a lot of their fault. This is their fault. They're really stressed out. And I'm hearing this person might be doing some stuff that's like a little untethered, like making some bad choices, bad mistakes. And honestly, it's just reinforcing the disconnect between you and them, the situation. This is not someone you're on the same page with, because like I was saying, it's like as much as you get some pushback, then you're like, okay, well, if this is how it's going to go, then I'm just going to stand up, say what I need to say, and in a way that actually is powerful. Like, honestly, your energy this week feels super peaceful, Libra. You're in this space where you're like, okay, it might not be, again, everything I was hoping, wishing this to be, but I can still manage accordingly. That's the beautiful thing about air energy. It is like that list of pros and cons. It's being able to take the emotion out of things. Just because they're doing this, it hurts my feelings, whatever. But is this benefiting me? Do I need this? How do I work with this in a rational way that's actually going to help me, right? Because you're making changes. Someone doesn't like it or is very afraid of what that means on the other side. They're still trying to force their agenda. They're still trying to be the one in control, but you're doing your own thing, right? You're like dancing to your own music. Sorry, that was a little cheese ball. Dancing to the beat of your own drum, however. But it kind of just has this vibe of you really embracing yourself and also like kind of embracing that journey of healing. Not to be cheesy or cliche, but in this value of like, healing is messy, it's complicated, it's non-linear. And that's okay too, right? Sometimes that brings the magic of life. Sometimes we can be in the worst space and something beautiful happens to lift us out, right? To remind us of our blessings, that we are supported, that spirit has our back, is on our side. And unfortunately or not, people like the King of Wands don't really work that way for us, right? This is someone who is really selfish and is putting self-interest first. And in a way where it's like they're forcing you to try to live under their agenda. They're forcing you to try to trying to force you to comply. And that's where, okay, you're extending a hand. You're doing what you need to do to make that work. Giving someone an opportunity. Let's see this though. Recognizing, again, like you're being smart about your approach. You're being really smart about your approach. And I think in some ways I don't know, but be really careful. Be mindful. Like, here's the thing. You're being really smart about your approach, Libra, but you also have to be mindful around who and what you're dealing with. This is why clearing out the noise is so important this week, because you need to be very clear on what you think, on what you feel, and how you're seeing things. Maybe someone's bringing along some information that will force you to take a step back, think, process through, but definitely make sure that you do that first before you respond, before you make any choices moving forward. Because it does look like someone wants to start fresh, a new opportunity, if you will, but this definitely has past energy vibes around it. This is past energy where there is a lot of water under the bridge, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. Things haven't been completely sorted out quite yet. And I see you kind of like giving someone the benefit of the doubt because of the relationship, because of like what you had in the past, and giving them an opportunity maybe to prove themselves or whatever. At the same time, okay, lavender. Yeah, I like lavender. It's healing. It's supportive. It's really peaceful. It's about tranquility. It's about giving our mind, body, soul, nervous system rest and healing. And maybe that's what some of this is about. It's not a bad thing, but there is caution around it. Don't just blindly walk back into something is what I'm hearing, because someone's motivations are questionable. Someone's motivations are questionable, and I'll leave it at that. It feels a little bit selfish. There's a lot of up in the air of like what's next, how they're going to manage forward. I think they're going to struggle. It's showing that. We got 8 of Swords. Let's pull one more. Yeah, 8 of Swords, 4 of Wands. Something is really hard for them to like get over, you know? There's something, whether it's how the dynamic is, something that gets said, etc. It's like they can't get over it and they're holding on to it. And it's just like it's an impasse. And so that's where I would say, like, I see you giving them an opportunity, or, okay, let's start fresh, or whatever this is, whatever you kind of agree upon. But then things are going to start to seep through the cracks again. And you're going to see that. Maybe you're prepared for it. Maybe you kind of expect it. Work on putting yourself out in new spaces, new people, new situations in kind of a different way. Take a leap of faith, and see how it shakes out. There's a lot of good energy around this, but, right? Sorry. All right, Libra, thank you so much for your time, energy always. I super appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the reading and found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, a little TLC. Thank you so much for all the support that you bring to the channel and my way. It totally blesses my heart. No, I'm sending love and blessings back to you.